Hi, this is John Dean. I'm running for re-election to the Board of Island County Commissioners, and I'd like to share with you some cartoons created for the campaign by my good friend, Northwest artist and designer Jack Gunter. Years ago when I first met him, Jack created a series of paintings that only half-jokingly predicted what the future of our islands might look like if we're not careful. This is still very much in our minds as we put more demands on our drinking water supplies, our roads, and what used to be very rural and recreational islands. I think Island County is on top of this challenge. We have a new planning director on staff now and new members of the Planning Commission who share the concern as well. One of the things that is always on our minds is the need for islanders to prepare for taking care of their families and their neighbors, if necessary, for up to a week or more should something catastrophic like an earthquake occur here. We had some controversy during last year's budget cut deliberations about the county's Department of Emergency Management, but today we have improved emergency services for Camano. We've sustained programs for Whidbey, and we're working with fire chiefs to make sure not only that we're prepared as possible, but that we remind islanders that in a major emergency, it is everyone's responsibility to help by being prepared ahead of time and looking out for our neighbors. Just about everyone, it seems, loves parks, but during this global period of economic crisis, Island County is just barely holding on with single caretakers on both Whidbey and Camano. Yet we have some major opportunities to set aside rare park land for the future, and we are going to do so, I think, with partners such as the Whidbey Camano Land Trust, Nature Conservancy, and the state of Washington. Some people might say it is a waste of public and private funds to acquire more park property, more than we can develop due to the current budget restraints. But just like Whidbey's crown jewel, the Deception Pass State Park was created during the Great Depression, we have opportunities now that we dare not pass up, not only for our children and grandchildren, but for the generations that follow us. We have obtained a new public access on Camano's shoreline through Conservation Futures money and a state of Washington grant, and I hope we're going to see additional park property acquisitions as they become available, such as the rare and pristine Bardham Point on Camano Island. All of that with the help of regional and conservancy organizations. We had some pretty lively debates last year when we were faced with cutting over $5 million from county budgets. It was a brutal exercise. Some departments, such as Washington State Extension, were cut in half. Our Human Resources Department went down to just the director with a part-time assistant. The Sheriff's Department had to cut one patrol deputy. Like many people, I put public safety first, and I voted to take action that would have avoided laying off a single deputy. I believe we are as safe as we have ever been here in Island County, but it has been and remains my intent to not only return staffing levels in all departments to what they were before the global economic crisis hit, but to bring the Sheriff's Office up to accepted standards of staffing. As a former newspaper editor whose job it was to dig inside and report what was going on, I must tell you there is a lot of good in our local government. I think there's more to celebrate and honor than there is to protest. We do have systems to fix, problems to solve, fees to reduce, and regulations to make easier, but I think we're on the right track. I hope you allow me the honor of continuing to be part of making our government more of what we want it to be. Thanks for listening. I hope we run into each other soon.